My name's Felicity Inkpen. I'm artist in residence with the SMQB project at University of Birmingham. I've been a full-time artist for 2 years. Previous to that, I was a scientist, so I have a deep investment in the communication of science alongside art. And my art today is all about looking at the dynamic systems in which the researchers were looking at liver cancer. So the research that I was assigned to was a wonderful team of clinicians, experimentalists and mathematicians who were coming together to try and understand liver cancer better. Specifically, they're looking at immunotherapy, so how you get immune cells to try and attack cancer, to try and cure the cancer that way. And even more specifically, they were looking at where the immune cells were. Were the immune cells inside the cancer? Were they outside the cancer? If they weren't getting into the cancer, was there some reason why they weren't getting into the cancer, and could it be due to the blood vessels? So they were using fluorescent markers to mark the positions of immune cells, cancer cells, and blood vessel cells, so what you call endothelial cells. A key aspect of the experiments is that the scientists are using fluorescent markers, and you can put these under the microscope and they'll light up the different proteins inside different cells that allow you to figure out which cells are where, when. And fluorescent dyes and pigments are things that I can get and have used in my art studio and use in my artworks. So I created a system where I was dropping different pigments and different fluorescent dyes into water, spending time to photograph them and edit those photographs. And then from that point, actually do oil paintings that try to capture those dynamics of the fluorescent dyes moving just through the water, trying to replicate that system of immunohistochemistry that you'd use for microscopy. So how you apply the fluorescent dyes to the cells to be able to see them. Being able to recreate that in paintings is something I really enjoyed doing as part of this project. I've absolutely loved being part of this residency program with the SMQB. It's been such a privilege to work with an incredibly welcoming group of interdisciplinary researchers, leaders in their field who really valued my contributions, who didn't dismiss the power of art to communicate science, but saw it as intrinsic and fundamental to their project. I also have learned a huge amount from the other artists who've been working on different projects. I feel it's really expanded the scope of my own artistic practice being part of this project.